we're going to be getting some information about people's opinions on joining the National Residency Match Program. When you applied for Interventional Cardiology Fellowship, did you consider applying outside where you did your general cardiology? And tell us about why you chose to go outside.
Okay. Yes. When I was applying for general and for interventional, I decided to go outside of that because I wanted to keep my option open. And I didn't take anything for granted. I know cardiology is very competitive. So I knew that I had to increase my chances. The more was gonna be, the better. The second reason is also having different type of training with different type of attendings, environment, cultures is actually a very good benefit. And so far I've done it in three different institutions, and I'm able to have a grasp of the different cultures, and that's so valuable for me in the future as an interventionalist. And I think the third reason is to be culturally competent, in the sense that you have different type of population, different type of patient condition, morbidities, type of coronary anatomy or like disease that you're dealing with, and also patient culture in general. So I think having this diversity in your wallet is extremely important.
What kind of challenges came up in the process of applying to these different programs?
I think there were two main challenges. The first one was where, if you're in a program and they want you, then they kind of give you the options to stay beforehand. And let's say you want to go like at another location, then you're kind of embarrassed to ask them for letter of recommendation to apply to other programs because they may judge that or may think bad about it. And the second thing also is, um, based on these offers, some programs you would love to go to, they either didn't have an interview or they didn't have the offer didn't arrive on time, and this was like kind of confusing or chaotic in the sense that you didn't have a real deadline or that set time.
Do you support the idea of joining that National Residency Match Program and using the Common Application Platform? You said yes. Tell us more. Why? Why do you support that?
Yeah, three reasons. Number one, I think, is gonna be like fairness. So it's gonna be like a fair process more than before. So that way, even the program you're coming from or the program you're going to, and you as an applicant, you respect the limit, the dates, and then everybody has a same good chance. Number two, I think also for especially for the applicants, that you don't have to worry about answering an offer because they give you, like, for example, 24 to 48 hours while you're not sure if you should go to this program. So I think you can make up your mind well and have a rank on the list, like we did it for to get into residency, and that way that can make your life easier. Number three, I think also for the programs who are trying to have the best applicants as possible. I'm not the program director, but I'm assuming like the Bortnick, for example, you would love to have the best interventional fellow. So I think being a program, this increases your chances to have the best applicants, or at least the applicants who really want to come to your program because they rank you high and you rank them high. So I think it's a win-win situation in both sides.
In speaking with your other fellows, other colleagues out there, how would you gauge their feelings about joining the match?
I actually um I actually have one friend I was talking about yesterday. He's applying for EP and he's doing the thing and needs a match, and he told me that he feels so much comfortable to actually be in the match because he thinks his chances are higher, and he has he can rank his programs, and if the program rank him, he can go. again, the ideas I think interventional should be the same. And also, remember, like we get our offer letters to get into interventional is mid second year. So we have 1 year and a half like before we start our interventional program. So I think if we do like some other specialties, it is going to be 6 months. So maybe that's a benefit. That would be a good thing. And also when I talk to my co-fellows here in the cath lab, they and I had mentioned it to them, earlier on. They did say that they would rather do the NRMP program because it's fair, it's more structured, and it's more it gives equal opportunities, and people who really wants to come to a program and who has the ability to do so have better chances.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for your time today.